I want to throw it out here. I love this artwork of Hatchiack. I know it's a Naruto Dragon Ball crossover. I don't know much about Naruto, and from what I've seen, I hate it. The fight scenes are cool and the music's cool, but I hate the show. Well, no, I don't like hate it, but it's just not my cup of tea. Anyway, mostly because I don't like tea in general, but not the point. Let's go and get into this. Hachiyak. What if Hachiyak survived his movie, and how strong would he become? So we're gonna assume this is after Santa, aka the doctor that created Hachiyak, is dead, and the Z fighters are all fighting him. And they encountered Broly around this time because he mentions in the movie that Hachiak's stronger than Broly, and they survived Broly, which means Cell hasn't hosted the tournament officially yet. Like, it hasn't been over yet. So Hachiak would just turn giant and instantly obliterate the planet. Like, like I think there's a part in Super Dragon Ball Heroes where Teen Gohan's there, he's Super Saiyan 2, and everybody else is 3, and they nearly don't survive the planet, and it's only because of Beat, since he's kind of like the real world counterpart. It's weird. Beat is just a very obscure character. Cool, but obscure. I wish he got Super Saiyan 4 instead of Ultra Instinct, but not the point. Hachiak, let's get on topic. Hachiak would have absorbed all of the shadows that the Doctor had been making, and all of the power from all of them, and along with the Z fighters, and become this form you see in front of him, minus those nines. He would then head to Earth, seeking for a way to return his master, knowing of the Dragon Balls now. He goes to Earth, and since Hachiak blew up Piccolo and everyone like that and absorbed them, Hachiak now is supremely powerful, and Dende has taken precautions and shut the hyperbolic time chamber's doors and destroyed the door. So now Hachiak has no way to use the balls. When Hachiak gets to Earth and discovers this, he kills them. Done. Dende and Popo dead. After that, he eventually starts wreaking havoc on Earth and nearly destroys the planet until Cell protects Earth because he wants to fight Hachiak, not because he actually gives a flying frick about the planet. Hachiak, intrigued and noticing he's a bio-android, was like, yeah, why not? And gets into a battle with him. Now, Hachiak in his normal form, I would say Broly could beat Cell in most scenarios, but this is not super perfect Cell. This is just perfect Cell. And Hachiak's stronger than Broly, but Hachiak would keep screwing around and he wouldn't have the power to end Cell. But after Cell regenerates one time and becomes super perfect Cell, and instead of learning the instant transmission this time, he learns the whole gauntlet wristband thing Hachiak's got going on. He will then use that technique against Hachiak, and Hachiak will catch what's going on. Hachiak will then go giant, which Cell wouldn't catch, and then Hachiak would then obliterate Cell before Cell could have a time to react. After that, we go into Majin Buu. Now this time, Hachiak wouldn't keep Earth around. Hachiak would destroy it and head to New Namek. He would then resurrect his master, and after seeing the success that Hachiak's new form brings, Hachiak would then spew over the data given that he got from fighting Cell and give it to the Doctor. The Doctor would then try to make hybrids of this, which Hachiak is then being replaced by this newer version, which has the power to evolve rapidly. It's like super perfect cells were actually charged, and Hachiaks were supercharged, and then they got meshed together. It's like giving steroids to a steroid and then injecting somebody with that. They become the whole, basically. This Hachiak is extremely strong, and the one that absorbed the original one is still just floating around there. He's just the servant, the less likely servant. This one on screen goes into the universe, and during this we get to see that this hatchiack would go and eventually find Majin Buu, and Babidi would actually almost get him to turn Majin, if not for the intervening of this one, since there's so many souls inside him that there's no reason, there's no way that Babidi could control all of them. So this hatchiack manages to kill Babidi. After that, Majin Buu and Deborah tried to fight both of them, but working together and eventually becoming one entity, it doesn't work out. This is what we'll describe as ultimate hatchiack. This hatchiack is much, much, much stronger than what the two were alone. Not to mention, this is basically the Titan Hulk version of hatchiack. It's recent, don't worry. So after that, we go into the Beerus arc. This hatchiack has the power to make his own souls, and after absorbing the Doctor, he uses these souls to keep Beerus busy. But Beerus eventually would easily overpower these shadow souls, and would nearly Hakai Hatchiack, but Hatchiack would try to make one desperate attempt to escape and blow up as much of the universe as he could, and while disintegrating, he turns his body into a bomb, kind of like how Cell did in the Cell games, and blow it up. And yeah, there was no way to work around the Beerus part. Like, there's really not a way. But that would be what happened if Hatchiack survived.